Namaste, everyone, and welcome. We continue with Back to the Basics on my message Hokusui's book, Miracles of Pranic Healing. And before we start, let's ask for a blessing, shall we? To the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, to all the spiritual elders, holy masters, to all the saints, archangels, holy angels, spiritual helpers. Personally, to my teacher, Master Hokusui, Mahaguruji Meiling, we humbly invoke for divine light, divine love, guidance, help, healing, and divine protection. We thank you in full faith, so be it. All right, for some of you who are just joining us, we call this Back to the Basics because, a lot of the information here deal with the fundamentals. There's this thing called fundamental knowledge, which is critical, like the foundation of a building. And a lot of times people get so advanced, they forget the basics. And I hear this all the time when I'll be in class. People ask me questions about chakras, about the energy body, which they should have known if they just went back and studied the basics. But a lot of them, they think, oh, I don't need that anymore, so they just skip stuff. And so we want to make sure that you have a very firm foundation. And so we're starting out with, part of the book that talks about the basics about energy, the energy body, and the chakras, okay? So today we'll talk about the navel chakra. Before we do this, let's do our cleansing technique first. So focus on your crown, your palms, your hands, and your feet. We will chant Om. The whole idea is when you chant Om, you feel the divine energy come down and just flush out and disintegrate all negative energies that prevent you from learning. It's just like you're in this cocoon of thoughts and emotions from your everyday life. Just let the energy flush it all out so you have a clear windshield or windscreen. All right, shall we? Om. 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 Just feel the divine energy flowing through you, every center, every channel, just flushing out any impure energy out of your system down into the earth to be neutralized. Om. 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 Okay, just be still. All right, slowly open your eyes. How do you feel? Clear, lighter, still floating somewhere? All right, anyway, pick up your book, Miracles of Pranic Healing. We're now on page 23, if you have this version of the book, all right? And also we mentioned that you should get a hold of this book from your center, the chakras and their functions. Since we're talking about the chakras, you can cross-reference from one to the other, which I will do also. All right, the navel chakra. The navel chakra is located at the navel. That's obvious. It controls and energizes small intestine, large intestine, appendix, general vitality of a person. Malfunction of the navel manifests as constipation, appendicitis, difficulty in giving birth, low vitality, other diseases related to the intestines. So you talk about gastrointestinal system. All right. Of course, gastrointestinal would also include the solar plexus, but that part that is contributed by the navel chakra is the lower portion. All right. I think that's self-explanatory. Now, one thing about the navel chakra that is covered here partially and the other one is the nature of synthetic or biosynthetic chi or ki. So it's something like this. It's called biosynthetic chi. It's synthetic means you take raw material, process it to come up with a product. So it's just like having a factory, getting raw materials shipped in, right? And the factory processes, takes certain things, puts it all together, come up with a new product. So you have the raw energy pulled in by the different chakras, right? Of course, if you go even earlier than that, you have solar prana, air prana, earth prana, spiritual energy coming down, right? So all your different chakras are like receptors that take in all this raw material, these raw frequencies, and your navel chakra is like a factory that takes all that material, synthesizes it, comes out with what is called biosynthetic chi. All right, bio is in life. Hopefully, you're alive. And synthetic as in it's been processed from all these different types of energies. And then it's stored at the secondary navel chakras, which is approximately 1.5 inches below. So let's go through that very quickly. Now, this biosynthetic chi is quite different from prana or life energy. I'm just reading. It affects one's ability to draw in, distribute, and assimilate prana. During bad weather conditions, the quantity of the air prana is quite scarce. Persons with lesser biosynthetic chi have greater difficulty drawing in air prana. Therefore, they tend to feel more tired or low than the average person. Okay, let me explain it a certain way. This biosynthetic chi, or this life force that is accumulated, processed, okay? So accumulated by all your chakras, your navel chakra processes it, and it's stored at your secondary navel chakra. Now, chakras. So navel chakra, belly button, 1.5 inches below approximately, or 1 inch and 1.5 inches inside. It's basically a compartment. Now this compartment in Chinese they call it tan tian, okay, or dan tian depending on which dialect. Tan tian, tan means a certain type of special energy, or it's actually tan is reddish. That's the literal translation. Tian is like a farm. You have to realize in the Chinese tradition, a lot of these words are very flowery. So instead of just saying storage, place to store energy, they say, "Oh, it's a farm of energy." Now another term they use for that energy centers below the navel, is called qi energy, right? Qi, qi, hai. Hai in Chinese means ocean or sea of qi. So you notice people when they do martial arts, afterwards they always go like this. They go like that. They stop where? At the navel area. So they're storing energy. Okay, now the thing to remember is this: you know when you meditate, you put your tongue on your palate because you have a channel from the bottom of your mouth to your pelvic floor. From here, same place, right? Go to the same place, the pelvic floor. Your mouth is its own place; it's not connected. So when you connect your tongue to your palate, you complete this circuit. Now, just imagine this is a highway, okay, going all the way around. They call that the microcosmic orbit. So here's what happens. The energy in your secondary navel chakras, okay, we're saying, you notice it's chakras is plural, right? Remember that, we'll go to it in detail. But for now, just imagine the energy stored in that warehouse where you store this biosynthetic chi, right, over there. The energy doesn't stay there. It actually circulates through this entire channel. As it's circulating through the channels, it's nourishing all your chakras. Okay, it's actually every chakra that it touches, it makes the chakra more conductive to draw more energy from the environment. So in times when the energy in the environment is lower, quantity-wise and quality-wise, like places where there's extended nighttime. For example, if you're in Alaska, or let's say in certain parts of Europe, in the northern hemisphere, there's half of the year is dark, half of the year is light. So when the sun is not out, the air prana is not as charged, so the amount of energy is less. So if you need more and your body does not have enough of in your storage tank to go in and pull more energy, the body feels tired. That's what they call seasonal affective disorder. So energetically, it's because your body is not getting enough from the environment. Now, if you have a lot in your secondary navel chakras, you have a lot of this biosynthetic chi. As it goes around and around, even though there's not as much energy in the environment, it's so efficient in drawing whatever energy is there, it's enough to power your system. All right? So that's a biosynthetic chi. Now, why is it called secondary navel chakras? See, it's actually more than one. It's three. There's 3 energy centers that are connected to tubes. Okay? So that tube, for each of them, actually expands. So every time you do meditation, you put your hand there, like in Arhatic Yoga, after every intense meditation, we gather and store that energy in the secondary navel. You pack it with more energy. Those tubes keep expanding, so it's almost impossible to congest yourself by focusing there. So every time you do meditation, you're filling it up with what? This special biosynthetic chi that allows your body to generate more energy from the environment. Okay? So it's definitely related to your good health. Now, let's take it one step further. In that secondary navel chakras, it's biosynthetic chi, right? Or ki. All right. So if you have a clever look, it has a certain golden hue, golden energy, with almost like a rainbow-like color. That's why when you read the book, Spiritual Essence of Man, Messenger talks about the navel chakra in the Tree of Life as, it's like a, what do you call that? Golden ball with rainbow light around it. Now, of course, just like you have 5 carat, is it 5 carat? 10 carat gold, 18 karat gold, 22 karat gold, 24 karat gold. They're different brightness of this gold. So ordinary people, it's white, milky white. It's milky white, maybe a tinge of gold. Because in advanced pranic healing, again, I would encourage you to read the book, take the classes. There's 2 components or 2 ingredients that make golden prana. This golden prana is basically consists of the mixture of divine energy, the electric violet or divine energy, and any part of your aura. So anytime a part of your body has a prolonged mixing of this spiritual force and the aura, that area is golden. Well, energy coming into your body that you process and store there, over a period of time, they'll have some of that divine energy, so it has some gold. Okay? So it's milky white with maybe a tinge of gold, depending on the person. Now, if you're on the spiritual path and you do a lot of meditation, especially if you do Arhatic Yoga, we just pull the massive amounts of spiritual energy coming down, and immediately after meditation, you consciously gather and store that spiritual force plus the other energies that you gather, then the navel chakra becomes golden. All right? Now, not only is it golden, the synthetic chi that goes below is not just milky white, it's golden synthetic chi. Now you say, so what? What if it's gold? Say something like this. You'll notice that expensive electronic equipment, oftentimes they use gold contacts instead of copper, because gold is more conductive than ordinary copper. Now, energetically, you also notice that a lot of images of saints in different traditions, from golden Buddha in Buddhism to golden Ganesha in Hinduism to the golden paintings of saints in the Catholic tradition, they have golden images, right? Because these golden images symbolize that they have enough golden energy in their body. Now, here's what happens. When that navel chakra is processing more spiritual energy than ordinary people, because the person doing it has a huge spiritual cord, then instead of just milky white, it's golden synthetic chi. Now, that said, just imagine, remember, we said this golden synthetic chi doesn't stay there. It goes through these channels. So as it goes through this channel and channels, it distributes the gold. As the gold is being distributed, guess what? Each of the chakras start becoming more golden, making it more conductive to draw in even more energy. So in this book, Messenger talks about the physical body. It's also being transformed. Okay, let me get to the actual page. It says, all right, here we go. The navel chakra concretizes spiritual energy into a golden ball of chi energy, which looks like a golden sun surrounded by rainbow color light. Golden chi energy is necessary for rapid evolution of the physical body. Just as a computer software of a higher version requires a computer hardware of a higher model, so must the accelerated evolution of the soul be accompanied by the accelerated evolution of the body. Otherwise, the body will not be a suitable vehicle for the highly evolved soul. All right, that's it. In other words, the software is your consciousness. The hardware is your body. So you might be a very spiritually evolved soul, but if the physical body lags in its ability to catch up, then the body gets overwhelmed. Okay? When it gets overwhelmed, the body gets sick. So the idea here is, if you have a lot of this gold, as this gold circulates throughout your entire aura and your chakras and your aura, your body becomes more golden, right? Instead of being that place, it circulates. So now imagine all your chakras have more and more gold. Of course, your chakras having more gold, that gold will now permeate to all the organs that it energizes. So that's why you see saints with golden auras. Now, in our spiritual practice, and also our daily life, the more gold energy that's able to circulate throughout your entire body, including your cells, your organs, and everything, you become more conductive to energy. Now, when we say conductive to energy, we're talking about energy, solar, air, and ground energy, and spiritual energy. So number one, you should notice your body is healthier. You also notice your body doesn't get tired as much because energy from the environment is being metabolized so easily and efficiently by your chakras. When you do meditation, you can experience deeper meditation because your entire energy body can now conduct higher and higher frequency. Make sense? So just to kind of put it all together, and something to encourage you to take higher classes and study higher lessons. Gold energy throughout your entire aura and your chakras is the foundation. In other words, it's not the end result, it's simply the foundation, because without this foundation, your system cannot handle even more refined or higher frequencies. That's why some of you notice when you're meditating or praying, when you really let go, sometimes you get glimpses of colors that you've never seen in the physical world. You notice that? Those are higher frequencies. In the Tibetan tradition, they have this thing called the diamond path. So in the diamond path, it's symbolic of, the truth is like diamond, it's indestructible, right? But in reality, there's this thing called diamond, or let's just say crystals, not just physically, but energetically. Now, the secret there is actually hinted in Pranikrista Healing by Grandmaster Cho. He talks about the presence or the existence of etheric crystals. So when you do high level of meditation, when you have enough gold and your spiritual cord gets wider, it's just like you can tap to a higher frequency. And when that happens, certain, let's just say frequencies start to form in your aura, and you have these different types of bodies. Now, in Arhatic Yoga level 5, it talks about the unicorn light. You can read it in the Origin of Modern Pranic Healing. And it talks about a brilliant light that comes out of the forehead. All right? Now, all those higher frequencies demand and require you have enough gold in your body. Otherwise, that energy overwhelms you. So that said, it's very important when you do your meditation, two things. One, every time you finish meditation, put your attention on your navel and secondary navel area. Now, if you've taken Arhatic, you have the technique. If you haven't, unless you're in your monthly cycle, you can put your gentle attention there and form the intentions drawing the energy. That's one. Number two, make sure you do your physical exercises before meditation to prepare your body, and make sure you do your exercises after. Doing physical exercises after intense meditation allows your physical body to absorb more of this energy, and if you focus in that navel, guess what happens? It assimilates it, and then from there it spreads throughout the entire body. So not only do you have inner peace, you also have a stronger physical body. So the navel chakra is extremely, extremely important. A lot of times people just say, oh, that's the chakra that Zen people practice, or people who do martial arts. There's a reason for it. Because when you put your attention on your navel, you are also drawing that energy to keep increasing the amount of synthetic chi you have, right? So it's good for physical strength. It's good for your body being more conductive to higher frequency. And there's one more. It's the chakra of instinct. So chakra of instinct works something like this. When somebody throws a ball at you, you don't have to think, oh, the ball is coming at, how many kilometers per hour or how many miles per hour. You just instinctively catch it, right? That's instinct. So in martial arts, they put their attention on the navel to generate more energy. That's one. So, you have more energy to fight, right? Plus to, generate more instinct, to be more instinctive. So when you're in front of someone, you can sense when a person is about to hit you. You can sense when a punch is coming in. You can respond without having to think. That's all instinct. That's navel. Now, I'll let you in a little inside tip. In addition to all that, it is also connected to money. It's connected to business. So one time Master Cho was saying that a lot of people don't realize business, generating business, right, is not only a mind game. It also is connected to gut feeling, instinct. People who are very, very successful, not all of them have a college degree or university degree. In fact, a lot of the billionaires, they just sense, this will make money, and they dive into it, boom, they become billionaires. right? So it's instinct. Instinct is knowing something, right, on the material level, compared to intuition, which is knowing something in the emotional mental level. So you know something material, you have this gut feeling. I just have this feeling that this business will make money. Oh, somebody offers you something, you go, I don't know, I don't have a good feeling about that. Then you don't. See that? That's instinct. That's your navel chakra. So to put it all together, your navel chakra is so important because, number one, it's good for your gastrointestinal system, yes? Number two, it's also the one that gathers all this raw material to give you biosynthetic chi, right? So for good health. And if you do a lot of meditation, spiritual practice, and you gather and store that energy, now you have golden biosynthetic chi. So this gold energy makes your body even more conductive to energy, plus deeper meditation because you can now conduct higher spiritual frequencies. Make sense? And to top it all off, your instinct increases. So with that, you can use it to sense, what's a good business to get into, how to handle finances and career. Navel chakra, extremely important. Okay? I know I covered a lot in a short time. So I hope that you can rewatch this video, take some notes, and follow the advice we gave you. All right, that's it. That's the navel chakra. Clear, simple, direct to the point. That's how a message I taught, and I do my best to be like my teacher. All right, so let's give thanks, shall we? To the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, to all the spiritual elders, holy masters, to all the saints, archangels, holy angels, spiritual helpers. Personally, to my teacher, Master Chokok Sui, Mahaguju Mailing, thank you for the great, great blessings. Thank you for the teaching, guidance, help, and protection. We thank you in full faith. So be it. All right. So thank you again for joining us. I hope you continue to study, get the books, read, study, go to your centers, take the classes. And of course, if you'd like to know the secret of knowing the material better, go volunteer and use it. Go heal a lot of people. Go practice the techniques. All right. Other than that, could you please leave us some, feedback, how you like it, you didn't like it. I know a lot of you say, you talk too fast. Oops. So much material. I get impatient. I really want to get it out to you. So anyway, good thing about this, you can rewind it, pause, fast forward if you get bored, whatever. All right. So thank you for your feedback. And also, a lot of you have been contributing to this video ministry, and we thank you for that. A lot of you who are new, you're welcome to if you want to. We want to spread these teachings to more people, and of course bandwidth and all that stuff, all that comes into play. So we would appreciate any kind of donations you have. May God bless you, richly bless you for all your generosity. Other than that, the next chakra we go to after this is the spleen. Ooh, that's also a big one. If I look at this, it's a page and a half, and there's a lot of material on the spleen. We'll go to that in detail. And after that, solar plexus, heart. Oh yeah, there's a lot. So make sure you read the books and practice. Other than that, Atma means soul. Namaste. Thank you for joining us. You guys take care. Bye.